This simple theory of behavioral economics can persuade people to eat less meat. What we eat can have an outsized ill effect on the planet. Food production is believed to contribute anywhere from 20% to 40% of Earth's greenhouse gas emissions. But animal agriculture is responsible for twice as much pollution as plants. Food industry disruptors argue that their crop of sexy new plant-based alternatives and lab-grown meats will fix this problem. Yet, despite a myriad of options, Americans aren't really adopting plant-based diets in droves just yet. The way their product sales are presented has, at times, given a false impression that they are. USA Today recently ran a story headlined "Restaurants Save 700K Animals with Plant-Based Offerings Last Year," with no evidence those plant-based offerings actually displaced meat orders. Beyond Meat sales have slowed lately, but the bigger issue for this trend is it's not zero-sum. Alt meat sales can grow, but meat sales don't automatically shrink. However, a new paper from the environmental group World Resources Institute suggests there is one incredibly easy way to get diners to swap meat dishes for ones with plants. And it involves consumer messaging on restaurant menus. WRIS researchers invited 6,000 meat eaters to participate in a simulation where they would order food from a pretend restaurant's online menu. The control group got the normal menu. Everybody else got one of 10 prompts that gently nudged them to consider eating less meat, emphasizing how doing so could make them healthier, on the planet more sustainable. They used what's known in behavioral sciences as a nudge intervention. Nudge theory is built around the idea that positive reinforcement can influence a person's decision-making. It's been used in schools to improve student diets. Richard Thaler and Cass Sunstein wrote a 2008 book about it, called Nudge, that explains. Nudges are not mandates. Nudges are not mandates. Putting fruit at eye level counts as a nudge. Banning junk food does not. Building on all of this, WRIS team hypothesized that by adding a simple, low-stakes message that encouraged customers to think greener as they debated what food to order, they could increase people's selection of plant-based dishes. According to the paper, their hypothesis turned out to be right, and they report to messages in particular actually doubled the odds that a consumer would end up ordering a vegetarian menu item. Message 1 falls under the theme "Small changes can make a big difference." Each of us can make a positive difference for the planet. Swapping just one meat dish for a plant-based one saves greenhouse gas emissions that are equivalent to the energy used to charge your phone for 2 years. Your small change can make a big difference. Message 2 goes under the theme "Join a movement of people." 90% of Americans are making the change to eat less meat. Join this growing movement and choose plant-based dishes that have less impact on the climate and are kinder to the planet. The paper notes that the results were impressive. 25.4% of participants who were shown message 1 picked a vegetarian dish, and 22.5% of those shown message 2 picked a vegetarian dish, versus 12.4% in the control group. Cynics might describe these to consumer messaging strategies as guilt-tripping and peer pressuring. But to WRI, the results support that the use of social norms works to positively influence consumers' choices in a variety of domains, including dietary choices. The team adds that their next step is putting these climate messages on real restaurant menus to measure the effect on actual hungry customers. They write they feel optimistic that this nudge thing, if done as consumers are about to order, can prove to be a promising, scalable strategy for encouraging more sustainable dietary choices.